I don't know if you're working or not. We're gonna try. Yay, you're working. Okay, hi. We are back in the room. I am finishing repacking, as you may see over there. You fell and you weren't working for a while, and I was really pretty disturbed. So I'm not sure if this will stay like this, and if it does, I'm grateful. So recap. Day, good. Tired, me. Sore, flame. Tired, flame. Eternal flame.
The Bangles.
The Bangles, yeah. So, all right. So what we did is we went, as we were leaving Animal Kingdom, we made the decision we're not going to do the walk through Epcot. She's got an annual pass now. She's going to be able to walk and see those things at night soon. So we decided we would take there were a couple options. We thought about taking a bus to either Pop Century or Art of Animation so we could take a Skyliner so that we could get to Epcot so that we could take a boat. And then we said, wait, we're tired. And that would add another half an hour or so to our trip. So instead we got on the bus that would take us to Yacht Club, Beach Club, and what was it? Yacht Club, Beach Club, and Boardwalk. We were going to get off at Yacht Club. And then we got to Yacht Club, and she's like, well, is Boardwalk closer or farther away? I said, well, Boardwalk is closer. That's why I suggested it before. Oh, then maybe we'll stay. I said, okay. And I turned to the lady and said, do you stop at the Boardwalk? And she went, yeah, it's the next stop. I went, great. And then we got to the next stop, and she said, Beach Club. And I looked and I said, we're going to get off at Boardwalk. She went, oh, okay. And then we kept driving, and we stopped at Boardwalk, and both us and the other people got off the bus. And then we started walking, and she's like, well, we can walk all the way. And as we're starting to walk out to the water, and the wind's picking up, and she looks at the water, and she says, oh, look, the boat's there. I said, you do realize that since we got off at Boardwalk, that it's going to go back to Yacht and Beach Club before it goes to the Swan and Dolphin. And she went, okay. And we got there, and it was the boat going the other way. And then our boat came up like a minute and a half later. But we realized that we might have missed the boat if we had tried to get it at the Yacht Club, because that had already happened. In other words, we just rode back the Boardwalk boat to the Yacht Club, to the Swan and Dolphin, and then walked just that short walk, rather than over the bridge, because we were tired. So, hi, look, it's Flame.
And it's cold.
It is cold. What is the temperature right now? It is not 61. What is it? 51? 51?
50.
50. It's 50.
Oh, it feels colder than that.
It feels much colder than that. Well, again, we were on the water, and it's a very moist climate, and wet cold feels colder than dry cold.
Well, this was like, it will feel in the 30s with the wind.
Yeah, see? 30s. So they were still doing the movies on the board, and people were not coming out for that. That was not happening.
That's silly.
Yeah. So as we are finishing up our trip, what was let me do this so I can see what's happening. Or not. Oh, I know what I did. Sorry. Things have been changing.
Hey!
Hi. Okay. Oh, no, we can't get closer. All right. So, what was your... There you go. What was your favorite part of this trip?
The whole trip.
Well, today first. Let's do favorite part of today. That'll be easier, maybe.
Oh.
Magic Kingdom. Well, Magic Kingdom, Haunted Mansion, Pirates, Beak and Barrel, Rain, waving at all of the 50th statues, leaving, Animal Kingdom, Zootopia, Everest.
Geek and Cask and Geek.
Geek and Barrel.
Yeah, I know it's Beak and Barrel, but in my head it's Geek and Cask.
Okay.
Or something. That place is cool.
It was very fun.
And we had fun with our waiter.
Ironclad Connor.
Ironclad
Connor.
But Ironclad.
After we got his name, we never called him by his real name again. It was always Ironclad. And he loved it. He responded. He was so happy. He really enjoyed that. All right, what else? Worst part of the day.
Worst part? Just my knees.
Okay, but that's fair. Yeah, the walk-in and pain part. The last ride on Dinosaur. That was sad.
It was picture here.
Oh yeah, all right.
That cracked me up.
We did try to pose, so if it works, the picture will go right here.
Oh, but when we were leaving, Disney, and I am one Disney people. Mm-hmm. Disney people cracked me up.
Oh right. That was pretty. Awesome.
That's where the picture will be here too.
Okay.
From that.
So I'm flipping. We went to say goodbye to the iguanodon, and I know the iguanodon has a name, but I couldn't remember what it was. And Iggy. Well, we called it Iggy, but we were owing goodbye to the iguanodon, and we did that from the side, and then we walked to the front of the iguanodon, and someone had left a dozen white roses still in its packet as an homage and a farewell to Iggy, and we thought that was awesome. So if you ever see this and you happen to be the person who did that, good on you. That was fabulous. We like that. We like that a lot. All right. Dinosaur picture, Rose's pictures. And then we finished up at Nomad Lounge.
Yep.
Which
perennial favorite.
Yeah.
I love Nomads.
Yeah, me too. And closed the park.
Yes.
But
it was cold and dark.
It was very cold. And not dark enough to really see enough of Avatar, but dark.
It was dark.
It was dark. And then we had what I just told you about how we get back here. No, hold on. I know my mascara kind of blended down so high now I don't look quite so tired and frightened. And then, as we were sitting in Nomad Lounge, you fell on your head and you jammed, and then I was able to unjam you, but then it kept telling me it was trying to recenter, and I don't know what happened, but I let you sleep for a little while, and now you seem better. So I think I was threatening to pack you all away, and it got very upset. So it decided to behave. And best part of the trip?
Meeting new friends.
Yeah. So Sarah and Carly, if you're watching this, man, it was such a pleasure. Well, I mean, I knew that, but for Flame, it was such a pleasure. And yeah, that was good.
And doing all that Broadway stuff too. There,
the Broadway
seeing
display.
the costumes and then seeing it live. That was cool.
Sierra and
the guy.
Kamal. Yeah, I said it yesterday. We'll go with that. And the safari, seeing the lioness.
Oh, there were lots of animals out there.
Yeah, because it was chilly enough. They were moving, and it was toward the very end of the day, so they were all getting fed. So everyone's out there eating and doing their thing. Yeah, that was nice. It was a little breezy. It was starting to get chilly, and as long as, oh my God, that child.
There were two children behind us.
Every time. Oh, look, see, there's a rhino, and I am at third volume of what this child was doing because I had ears before I got on. It was strong. And I didn't say anything. Of course, the kid is so excited and so enthusiastic.
And so young.
Yeah.
They were very young.
Yeah. So, but they were so overjoyed to see the animals. It was so exciting.
Every single animal.
No, yeah, even when it was the wrong name. And
most of them were right. Though.
Yeah, but one or two toward the end, they were just, they like pointing at the ostrich, yelling rhino or something. Like something got screwed up it was fun. What are you most happy that you did on this trip?
Geek and Cask.
Beak and Barrel.
Wait, there's another new one. Oh, Zootopia was fun. That was another new thing that just opened around here, so that was cool. And
what is the thing that you did that you have no desire to repeat again? Besides your knees.
I was going to say some of the food.
That's fair.
At the art festival this year, I was underwhelmed on a lot of the food this year, which is a shame.
Yeah, it was. We each found something that we really liked, but in the grand scheme of things, it was not so exciting that we wouldn't have been okay without it. And I was all heartbroken that the deconstructed key lime pie isn't supposed to be edible. And one of my other allergy people who is gluten-free ate it. She said it was okay. So I don't know where the first person got their information, but the second person got it, and I'll have to find out if she's sick from it. But when I come back at the end of the month, I may be coming in here to get that damn key lime pie. Because what the hell? What the hell? What did I love? I like the Swan. I like that there are two sinks and one's in the shower room and one's outside of it. The refrigerator was never turned on, so we didn't use it. The balcony was comfortable, actually. Not huge, but it was a comfortable balcony. I wish it was facing the other way, but that's more money. And I don't know if it was available or whatever.
We're not here a lot.
Yeah. And the room, exactly. You know, we did come in the evenings, and this is an earlier night. What was the new restaurant? Oh, Todd English.
But you've been there before.
Yeah, I've been to all of the restaurants. Beak and Barrel was the only new thing for me.
Geek and Cask.
Beak and Barrel. And just making friends with strangers.
Yeah.
We
had some good conversations with just random
people in the Pirates line, people sitting next to us at Beak and Barrel.
Cask and Geek.
Oh, you got to go to the DVC lounge in Epcot.
Oh, that was cool. I haven't been in there before. I liked that. I've never been at the top of
that triangle of the imagination.
Imagination building. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was nice and relaxing to have that time. Yeah, much appreciated. Me spelling cherry vanilla Coke all over the.
I still think that carpet's.
Oh, I'm sure it's seen far worse.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I gesticulated near a cable. My fault. What do I not want to do again? There are a few foods there that weren't a matter of. Oh, what did you think of Test Track? The new Test Track.
Oh, it's okay.
The queue is yucky.
Yeah, I miss the old queue. I miss the old at the end being able to play and create things and stuff like that. It was much more interactive.
Yeah, it's not like, hi, here's our showroom.
And so, they didn't change anything of the actual track or the ride. It's just what the sides look like when you go through it.
The story, the overlaid story.
It's fine. I get it in the sense of updating for the times, because it's all about autonomous.
The AI kind of machinery and what it sees and what you see.
Self-driving vehicles, which they're out there and
meh.
But overall, it's still Test Track.
Yeah, it is cool. Well, I mean, we got to scream. We shared our vehicle with two Brazilian gentlemen who initially were like, hi. And I don't remember what we said, but they're like, oh, we don't speak English. And I was like, okay. And then I realized only one of them really didn't. But we were telling them how to help pose for our picture. They didn't really pose. They didn't know what it was happening.
We did, just at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Because I was in the back with the Brazilians.
Yeah.
Now that's a story. No. I was in the back seat with two young Brazilian guys.
Flame got a Brazilian. Not a family-friendly vlog. You can tell we're tired. It is 8:00. We're going to finish packing up. I'm going to try to be in bed, like, for me, lights out. She can do whatever she's want. I'll put a pillow over my face till, and then I've got to call my Lyft or Uber. I've got to pre-organize that so I can be downstairs and take a trip home to the cold. It's snowing there now.
Boo.
Yeah. I mean, it was only supposed to be about an inch, but still. Meh. And that's what we got. This was a fun trip. I like staying at the Swan. It's a nice hotel. The room is nice.
And the location's good.
Yeah. The soap still smelled like Comet going on. I would like to have figured out a better way to modulate my temperature and my layering. Because when I came out with everything on, I was too hot for a good chunk of the day, and then was able to put stuff back on. But like on the first day, I almost lost my rainbow scarf. That was bad. Because I had it tied on my purse so that I could keep walking, and then suddenly realized it untied itself because it's silk. And luckily I hadn't gone far when I went running back, and I see this rainbow flowing thing just laying in the ground. So yeah, I guess anything else you want to share about the trip, or any memory, or anything you want to experience-wise, stuff-wise, recommendations? In the restaurant,
if you can get a reservation, I definitely would do
Beak and Barrel.
Geek and Cask.
I just lost my liner. Here, you grab that.
An awfully close shot of me. Please edit that out. We don't need to see that.
No, I can't. If you weren't funny, I wouldn't have to. Okay. Oh my God, we're tired.
Yep.
Yeah, Beak and Barrel was a lot of fun. Look at the menu in advance because you got 45 minutes and 2 drink maximum, and they're what are you getting? Where are you going? And they pretty much very nicely were saying to us, so time to finish up what you're doing, because you can't take it out of the place. You can't walk with it because it's the park. The rest of the park's basically dry, and they don't want you staying over either.
So basically, she came up and said, "Chug, chug, chug."
For all intents and purposes, yeah, or leave it, So we decided to go with the chug method. And if there's anybody I met on this trip in the lines who I gave my card to, or who just found me through all of this stuff, it's thank you for coming along, thank you for learning about this stuff, thank you for letting me help you. I wouldn't be doing this without you or for you, or there wouldn't have been a whole lot of point other than me, just getting my own food and selfishly eating it happily to myself.
You wouldn't have eaten so many things.
That is true. There are a lot of things I would not even have bothered to. We ate like somewhere between 18 and 20 things. That was a lot of food. And even for 4 people, that was a lot of food. Because some of those things were big, like the 3 different Dole Whips with all the candy. And there were a lot of big foods. Yeah. So,
big foods.
Big treats, big foods. I'm going to try to do some flying home footage as long as this camera behaves. And if it doesn't, whoops. But guys, such pleasure. And we're back. I am back on January 31st for a day because I have to tie this in with something else. But I think, tentatively, are back March 18th to the 20th, something like that. We're going to be going through Flower and Garden. And that once I go to that weekend, then pretty soon after that, we'll break in the Disneyland trip that you'll be watching to show you what's involved with what the current Flower and Garden is like, so you can make your plans when you're coming out there. But we have Flame again, and then we're planning to have Flame in June, but we're not telling you where yet. I'll tell you in the next set of videos. We'll tell you in March.
Watch out for the smoke.
Boom, boom. Good morning, everyone. All right, I'm downstairs in the lobby. I pre-booked my Uber for 4:15, and it says it's arriving in 11 minutes. That's the latest I've ever had one book and not come. Usually they're sitting there 10 minutes early, but that's outside my house. So, not happy about that. I should have booked it a hair earlier. My alarm did not go off. So I got up 9 minutes late, thought, okay, I'm still on time, because I got down here within 15 minutes. Like, it's now 15 minutes from when I actually got out of bed, and he's not going to be here for a bit. That scares me, because I timed this making certain assumptions. So he'll be here in 9 minutes now. Woohoo. Actually, excuse me, got a decent night's sleep, and now that that's happened, I'm going to drink my protein shake while I wait, and then I don't have to worry about it in the vehicle. So, I'm not sure what kind of footage we'll get on the drive back, but I will definitely give you some stuff as we move forward. The thing I discovered is I can wear gloves and make this thing work. Can't do that with my phone, but I can do it with you. It is 37 degrees, as you can see from this picture, and it's not quite 4 o'clock in the morning, or now it is 4 o'clock. The driver is still 4 minutes away. It is actually 4:18. Oh, I'm going to be cutting it closer than I wanted to. I'm very glad I have TSA pre, or I'd have a problem right now. I've never had this problem with an Uber. Well, the last few times I've done car service, so they've been there and waiting for me because that's their job. Uber drivers, who knows when they actually pick this up. All right, we're 3 minutes away. Let's see how we do. Woo. Cold. It's very cold. I'm wearing the winter coat. I haven't put the scarf on yet, but I do have the gloves on, and I'm feeling a little bit of that chill, so I'll be glad when I am inside and then home where it's colder. Yeah, okay. All right, off we go. Goodbye, Swan. So Southwest is down to 1 train. Good to know. So you need a little extra time. If you are traveling up the east coast of the U.S. for Southwest, when you walk into the terminal, do not go where you think you go to the right, and there's a separate section for that. I keep forgetting to let people know that. If you were going to anywhere else in the country, go turn to the right where the standard Southwest stuff is. But you're going to need a little more time to get up to the terminal, it looks like, just because of the trains being limited. So, enjoy what fun. And here we go. Good morning. On the plane, I originally checked in way late and got like C46. So I ended up upgrading to the A group. Cost a lot, but it was worth it. So I'm an A7. I'm already on the plane. Gave my little breakfast treats to the crew. Just an FYI, when it's like 37 degrees out here, it's really cold to sit down on the bathroom in a plane. That was like outhouse cold. That was not comfortable. Also, this plane, the planes have USB and USB-C plugs, so you can charge your phone while you're flying, or other devices, which is kind of awesome. I am not going to do that. I am going to go to sleep. Get you a little bit of footage, and I'll see you when we land. Great trip. Sorry to see it end, but gotta happen. Let's look at the play. So A's gate A1 through 5, I guess, or so of A terminal just reopened, and it's totally different than what I had before. Yeah, I did not recognize where I was at all. It just reopened. And I think, yeah. So this is where the 1 through 5 used to be. And it was a cut-through terminal that hadn't been opened to get you to B gate. That's what I'm used to getting into. So that's like the rest of it. So this is the new terminal thingy. It just opened. And that takes you all the way to the B gates. Very cool. But there's no restaurants or anything. They got rid of all of them, it looks like. Unless, I guess, you're on the upper area. So, yes, what we've been, they just opened that. So that's still closed, which had been some food places. And maybe these will open with stuff too, but that's the closed area. How cool. And now we're going to somehow to go to baggage claim. Can't go there, so I guess we're taking the long way around. Yeah. That's wild. Okay, cool. When we left, that was still closed. And now it's open. I mean, if this has helped you figure out how to travel as an adult, how to have fun in the parks, give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And don't forget that I don't have a tagline. Singing, hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?